Are we live? How are we going, guys? Can we hear me okay? Let's see who's here. We have got Linda, Elizabeth, and Lorna, and Karen. Debbie. Is there two Debbies? So I was going to go to bed, but then I just thought, come on, Lou, do a little live before we go to bed. Now I've done it differently this time. Hi, E-Girl. E-Girl, you made it. Yes. You know what it's like. We're probably going to get quite a few join us. At the moment, we are like the topic. We're the topic of the day. So are you hearing me okay? Are you hearing me okay, guys? So I'll tell you what, I don't know why, but today I've had an unusual high amount of messages of support. Oh, well done, Debbie. Am I still freezing when I do that? Look. Am I still freezing when I do that? I bet I am. Hi, Elizabeth. So Andrew Morenin sent me a coffee. Andrew Morenin, you are very kind to me. Andrew Morenin, I really appreciate it. You put a big smile on my face. Guys, honestly, when you send me a coffee, I'm like, yes, they like me. I need that at the moment. I don't know why. Obviously, we're a bit of a hot potato at the moment. Everyone's talking about defending Elvis. Everyone's talking about Team Elvis. Everyone's talking about Louis. You know, the guy works down the chip shop, swears he's Elvis. So that guy. Seriously, guys, I reckon I think this last week and a half has been the most talked about week since we started, since I started defending Elvis. Guys, do you agree? Andrew, how you going, mate? Yeah, Linda, we are like, what's the word? We are just, I can't even explain it. We are like, how can I, what is a good assimilation? We are like, not even, I don't even know how to put it in words without sounding rude. Hi, Lou, T-Mail's friends. I just woke up. It's 6:58 a.m. So I'm tired. Got my coffee. Look at yous at night. Yes, well, here it is 8 p.m. 8 p.m. I am tired, but only because we stayed at a hotel last night and the bed, it was not comfy. It was not comfy. And we had the kids in bed. So it was like, they basically kicked me off the bed. So I didn't sleep. So I'm tired, but I'm not tired like I want to go to sleep. I'm tired like I'm chilled. Hi, Angie. So today, I don't know why, I've had an unusually high amount of comments sent to me. I get them every day, but today, I don't really know why, but a lot of really good comments, like long, good comments that are supporting us, that are saying we're doing the right thing, and they're disagreeing with all the BS that is being twisted and exaggerated. I want to thank a couple of people because let me just get the messages up. So, you know, I'm not going to talk about the topic. I'm not going to talk about the topic itself, but a lot of people are saying to me, why is everything being twisted? Why are we not being told the truth? Why is there this reinvented story about Louis, about Team Elvis, about defending? And I stayed up the last two to watch the lady, but I will try again tonight. Got a stinking cold. So, guys, do any of you agree that everything is being twisted? Do any of you agree with that? Because I've had quite a few of you guys messaging me. Everything is getting twisted to a new storyline. It's a bit like the Elvis and Me book, isn't it? It's a bit like the Elvis and Me book. Da, da, da. The Elvis and Me book. Everything gets changed. Yes, so Karen obviously does. I've had some new messages of people. Frederic Smith. Hi, Frederic. Thank you for your brilliant comment. Excellent. And then let me see if I can find them more. There's a lot here. Chris sent me some very good messages. You got Pat on here. There was I'm trying to find it. There was one particular lady, actually two. Melissa, that's it. Melissa, now, shall I read it? Oh, I don't know if, let me just read it a little bit because I don't want to, let's have a look. Let's have a look. I'm just going to read it. So basically, I'm getting. So how can I say it? So it don't sound a bit double Dutch. My throat's a bit dry. Eager. No, because what it is, obviously everyone knows what's been happening. I've been up in arms about this. That a certain posting of a certain video. Come on, it's boring now, isn't it? We've all heard it a million times. And I definitely have. I'm still feel the same way. I'm still cannot believe that it's still there. It literally sickens me every time I know it's there. Igor, how do you feel knowing that video is still there? How does it affect you? To everyone here that is an Elvis fan, well, you all are, of course. What do you feel about that video still being there? Well, honestly, guys, how do you all feel about it? That you can go onto a channel and watch that storyline, that obviously upsetting storyline. How do you feel about it? Because every time I go on there in the hope that it's gone, it's still there. I was like, so one of the words that has been used here is repulsive. It is repulsive, though, isn't it? It's shameful. I'm disgusted. Let's have a look. Makes me sick. Yeah, it's just basically how I feel. So this is someone's comment. This is my opinion of the channel that posts the video. I personally think it should reflect that and not tabloid trash content. As for the Riley situation, I feel that someone feels that way about her because of the friendship with Bridget. I feel that Ronda's channel gives the facts the way that and forms her own opinion, and which she will be detailed when she makes a mistake of any kind. She comes and corrects herself. Ronda's brilliant. Obviously, we did a couple of reviews today on Ronda's show, and I agree. Is this thing still moving? Oh, look, the camera's got its little follow me around bit on. Yee! Oh, that's cute. I just find that cute that it does that. Down, no, down, no, up, up. No, it's not going to follow me. Just if I do that. Read. It's disgusting. It's still there. And Shauna's video. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know. Now, let me just quickly just check this. It's such a long comment. I'm only picking out a few bits. Yeah, so this person basically says, I personally haven't seen you do what you're being accused of. Let's have a look. This person seen me ask for the removal, which I've done again and again, by the way. The second video. And that she loves our channel. So look, guys, the bottom line is we can juggle this any way we want. The bottom line is we, the fans, don't think there's a place for that video. Shouldn't be on, especially if it's an Elvis fan. I know you guys have heard it again. We've been talking about it too much, haven't we? It's like really boring. So that's the end of it. We can call each other names, because don't forget, as much as they're accusing me of name calling, I'm getting called names every 10 minutes. So we're all calling each other names, aren't we? Oh, it's like being at school. It's like being in the playground. Yeah, Luan, I've seen it. I've been reading comments where people are saying, fair play to you, you're doing good, well done, you're doing the right thing. Some of them say, I really enjoyed watching it. I really enjoyed watching the video. Thank you for letting me know about history. They're like, well done, you did such a good thing. And I'm like, what planet are these people on? They're literally cheering them on, like, yeah, you did it. Oh, so funny. Right. So let me just see if I can see a comment just for the fun of it. Now, remember, I'm not mentioning names because I cannot be bothered. Let me just see. There was one comment on here. It really disappointed me because it was someone I know. I'm not going to say who they are, of course. Let's have a look. I can't find. Here we go. I don't understand this. I really enjoyed listening to this video a great deal. How could someone say that? Seriously, does that make any sense? B.A. Esposito, father. Who's your father? B.A. Esposito, who is your father? B.A. Esposito, please tell me who your father is and who are you? Come on, let's keep it interesting. Go on. Come on, my friend. Let me know who your father is. I'm not calling you a name. I'm just telling you to keep my father's name out of your mouth or I will sue me. Who's your father? It definitely isn't Joe Esposito because we haven't done anything about him. Yeah? We haven't done, B.A. Esposito, we haven't done a video about your father. I have no idea what you're talking about. No idea what you're talking about. Please tell me. Honestly, you're welcome to join us, but we haven't done a video about your father. Do you know what? I probably will do a video about Joe. No, nothing that is negative. Nothing that is negative. Nothing that I can think of. I think we may have done something about. Let me just think. What were we talking about? It came up. Oh, what was he on? Oh, I know. He's in the video. He's in the video defending. Yes, that's what it is. I mean, I don't believe. I don't know if it actually is your father, by the way, because you need to message me direct. Can I give you my email? BA Esposito. Now, I think your father is. If you're not lying to me, your father is in the video that I've been complaining about. There it is. Back in Lamar, I have no idea what you're talking about. I've got serious problems with Lamar, don't you? I'm very unhappy with Lamar. No, Dan, it's okay because I haven't spoken negatively about Joe. Not that I can think of. Now, Lamar, I have. Lamar, I definitely have, because Lamar said some disgusting things about Elvis, 100%, but not Joe. I think Joe was in this video that we're talking about. I do think he's in that video, isn't he? So, honestly, I don't know what you're talking about. Come on, guys. Team Elvis, have we said anything bad about Joe? I think he was in a couple of videos we spoke about, I think. I think some of you guys mentioned something to do with the racquetball incident with Elvis. Yeah, I think that was brought up by a few of you. I'm just trying to think. Honestly, I've got nothing to hide here. Let's concentrate. Let's think what we've discussed. The racquetball thing was mentioned. Let me just think of something else. I'm just trying to think. He's obviously in the D Stanley video, isn't he? They're just for money. No, I'm sorry. BA, I'm sorry. I think you might have got your wires crossed. I haven't really done anything on Joe. Not really. It gets brought up in topic. Guys, you tell me. Hi, Carly. How are you? No, because look, Linda, I don't mind BA talking to us, but I don't think we've said anything bad about Joe. There's a Facebook page. There's some video. Yeah, Darlene. Yes. Yeah, Darlene. We definitely don't want that video up, do we? Right. Well, I see. I actually don't think you're Joe Esposito's son. Honestly, I don't think you are. But you can email me with proof if you want. I've given you my email. I tell you what, if you email me some proof that you are Joe Esposito's son, I will look at it now and I'll admit I'm wrong. I'd rather, let's stick to the topic. I'm not going to move on to talking about the Stanleys. Let's talk about your father. Please email me proof. I'll send my email again that you are Joe Esposito's father. And then I will acknowledge and accept that you are him. Because at the moment, I don't think you are. There we go. There's my email. Please email me. You're making the conversation quite interesting. I like that. The most controversial book about Elvis and Albert Goldman at the time of issue. It was controversial. Hi, Andrew. How are you? So, my topic tonight isn't the Stanleys, but I will say this. I am proudly reading this book. And I knew when I started reading this book, I would get a backlash. I am proudly reading this book. Billy is a great guy. I love the way Billy defends his stepbrother. I think he's a lovely man. He spends all his time defending Elvis, all his time. So, Miss B.A. Esposito, do you spend your time defending Elvis? Because I can go on YouTube and I can find dozens and dozens of interviews of Billy Stanley defending Elvis. Dozens and dozens. And he's written a book. He's also written a book. I don't want to just Google you. I want proof. Anthony, send me proof. Please send me proof. Then explain to me what I've said wrong about Joe Esposito, because I don't think I've said anything wrong about him. I think we've discussed the racquetball incident. I think we've done that. I think, oh yeah, I know one thing that was said, that some people said that he used to be an informer for Colonel Tom Parker. Yeah. Some people said that came up in conversation, but I think that's about it. But I still want proof. Please send me proof. And also, do you defend Elvis? B.A., whatever your name is, do you defend Elvis? Do you? Because I can show you loads of videos of Billy Stanley defending Elvis, loads. He's actually gone to the effort of writing a book, a beautiful book that talks all about Elvis, that defends Elvis. And also he defends Elvis himself almost every day. In fact, he's been defending, I'd like, well, what do people normally have? They have a birth certificate showing the father, showing the mother. Yeah. And not just that, I also want you to tell me what we've said wrong about your dad, because I don't think we have said anything wrong about him. I think the only two things I can think of is that his friendship with Colonel Tom Parker was, he would give Colonel Tom Parker information. I think we did discuss that. And I think the other thing was this racquetball thing where there was money borrowed. Yeah, I think they're the only two times we've mentioned Joe. Joe hasn't really come up on our radar. I do stuff about certain Memphis Mafia members. Obviously, my book's fallen apart, but now we've done quite a few live streams about this book with Dave Hebler, with Red West and Sonny West. We've done a lot, and we've got strong opinions about these three guys. We've done some very nice videos about Charlie Hodge. He's one of the favorites. Who else have we done things about? I'll be honest with you, I don't like Lamar Fike. I've gone right back to when he first met Gladys in the 50s, and he's very disappointing. I think Lamar Fike has said some disgusting things about Elvis. Don't like it. Do not like it. But Joe Esposito, he doesn't stand out to me as someone who has said loads of bad things about Elvis. I can't think of any at the moment. So you're barking at the wrong tree with that guy. But I've given you my email address. Please send me proof. A nice birth certificate would do. That'd be great. But not just when you get, not a birth certificate you get online. Proper proof. Come on. Let's have a look. But I also like to know why you think we've badmouthed him as well, because we haven't. We haven't badmouthed him, so I'm a bit confused. So I'm just looking something up. I'm going to read your comments, guys. Right, let's have a look. Guys, I'm just looking it up. Let's have a look. No. So I'm just seeing what comes up on my on Google. Anyway, let me read some of your comments, guys. Sorry. Yeah, why was your father such a good buddies with Priscilla? Well, be my if it is, yeah, good idea. Ask him some questions. Right. That was me that said that Elvis let him go and then took him back after some time. All right, okay, yeah, we've discussed things. I haven't done any out and out topics about Joe, have I? Not. I don't think I've. Honestly, I don't think I've ever made a video about Joe Esposito. Just Joe. We've mentioned it, but I don't think we've ever made a video about him. So I really have no idea what he's talking about. Nobody has to like your father. Everybody has their own views on people, as long as it isn't done nastily. Yeah, fair enough, Carly. But I just don't remember. We've never discussed Joe Esposito unless it's come up in conversation. This is my point. No, there is me and two sisters. Yeah, but BA, you still haven't said what we've said about your dad. Tell me what I said about your father. Let's just go with it. Let's just go, yeah? It's not very clear. Oh, sorry, the quality of the picture is, but my camera isn't focusing it, which is annoying. Sorry, my camera isn't focusing it, which is annoying. But I want to know the thing I said about your father. I want to know what it is, because I can't think of it. If I did, I'd admit it. I've got nothing to hide. I have loads of topics about loads of people. I talk about the Memphis Mafia. I talk about Priscilla. Talk about different girlfriends. Many people come up on our topics. Priscilla sued Joe Esposito for his home movie. Yeah, I know about that. Thank you, Ego. So would you like, if you are him, yeah, would you like to answer some questions? Does anyone want to ask? Let's just assume it is Joe Esposito's son, which it could be. Does anyone want to ask him any questions? Well, does he want to answer some questions? We're only having a Team Elvis chat, guys. No particular topics. I thought Joe Esposito. Let's have a look. So the question remains: why did your father back Priscilla up? Right. I just want to. I'm going to look at. What I am going to do is look up Joe Esposito and just see what kids he had. Did Joe Esposito? Come on, it's interesting, guys. Have children? I don't know. Come on, you guys. You lot know more than me. So didn't Joe try to get to change his will in Priscilla's favor? Oh yeah, I've read about this. I have read about this. See, you guys are reminding me stuff. All right, there we are, Dan. Guys, whatever you know. Lamar did say some bad things. Some people I saw break down and crying years after Elvis passed, talking about how, right, okay. But yeah, the only thing us fans said about your dad went on, told Tom Parker everything he did. Yeah, I remember we had that chat. So it says here, Joe Esposito had 3 children. Debbie, Cindy, with his first wife, who married into the Kardashian family, and son Anthony from his second marriage to Martha Gallup. Martha Gallup, who died on March 19th, 2012. It's a shame that my camera doesn't focus and I could sort of show you some of these pictures. I'm not. I'll be honest, with you guys. I'm not an expert on. I'm not an expert on Joe. I don't know loads about Joe because I haven't really covered him. So you're not here anymore. So do you want to answer any questions? But you know, if Anthony, in case it is you, I want to be respectful. And if it is you, which it could be, thank you for joining us. And we still want to treat you with kindness and respect and be friendly. If it's not you, okay, that's it. So me personally, I'm actually okay with Joe. I've read quite a few things about him. I think there was a few little problems, but generally I've never really thought of Joe as a bad guy. I have Lamar Fike. I do think, even though Red West, I truly believe Red West loved Elvis deeply. I do think Red West made a serious mistake. Even Sonny West, they loved Elvis. I really believe that. But they made a massive mistake. They betrayed him. And then you've got Dave Hebler, who's still alive, and he's been on Artist on Record, hasn't he? On Stefan's show recently. Yeah. I just think he's such an old man now. It's a shame that he's still getting so much hate 50 odd years later. But it just shows how passionate the Elvis fans are. Okay. But while you're here, some of the guys want to ask you some questions. Do you mind? Let's just assume it is Anthony. Yeah, I'm just checking my emails. Anthony, do you mind asking some questions? Do you mind? Some of the guys here want to ask you some questions. It hasn't come up yet. There's nothing come up yet. I'll wait. So, Anthony, do you mind answering some questions? Is that okay? Yeah. There's nothing coming up yet. So, would anyone like to ask Anthony some questions? Right, I want to read your comments. If we're going to discuss Esposito, now let's get down to the facts. Did Joe know Lisa was being abused? Why did he support Priscilla in anything? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So let's have a look. I haven't had an email yet, but as soon as I do, I will, just so you know, my phone is here. It's on my email. Is it showing? Let's see if we can get it to focus. So annoying. This camera, I paid a fortune for this camera. It still hasn't come through yet. Anyway, I definitely have not received an email. You could send it me on Messenger. You could send it me on do you know Facebook Messenger? There we go. There's my name on Facebook. You could send it me direct to my Messenger. For most part, I think Joe had a good and did defend Elvis, like all of them. There's always been a few things that some may not like. Yeah, I've never really, Dan, I've never really had a problem with Joe. Honestly, it's never been something I thought, right, that needs defending. Never. There's financial stuff, and I've heard about the Tom Parker stuff, that they were a bit close, but nothing else has ever come up that I've thought, right, let's do a Joe Esposito video. Nothing. If it had, I would tell you, because I do have strong views about Mike Stone. I do have strong views about Dave Hebler, because I think Dave Hebler is very stubborn. I think he needs to just sort of admit wrongdoing, show some remorse, say sorry to the fans. Like if Red West was still alive or Sonny West, I'd be saying to them, say sorry to the fans. I've never felt that way about Joe. Charlie Brown, Charlie Hodge, Charlie Brown, what am I doing? Has always been one of my favorites. Charlie Hodge. So, there's other Memphis Mafia members. I'm all right. Larry Geller. I'm a fan of Larry. I think Larry Geller is a great guy. I've seen loads of Joe's interviews. I have seen loads of Joe's interviews, and he speaks really well of Elvis. So I am a bit confused, but you've given us something to talk about. So Pat says that the Elvis fans don't like the friendship that. Oh yeah, we might have talked about that. Yeah, we might. That could have come up. That yes, we did talk about that. You have reminded me. Good question, Andrew. You have reminded me. We did talk about the fact that. Yes, we did talk about the fact that we felt Joe was too close to Priscilla. Yes, we did talk about that. I remember now. And this is what I said. I sort of remember what we were talking about. We were saying that once Priscilla was the boss of Graceland, oh, you got me on Messenger. Once Priscilla was the boss of Graceland, yeah, we did feel that she had many of the Memphis Mafia members under the thumb. Messenger. I'll have a look now for you. Let's have a look. So Anthony, they're saying they want to ask you a few questions. Do you mind? So Anthony, I have just been reminded that we were saying that Priscilla was too close to certain members of the Memphis Mafia because she was the boss. Everything had to go through Priscilla. So if they wanted to write books or do a documentary or do any kind of TV stuff or interviews, it all had to go through Priscilla because she was the boss of Graceland. Yeah, she was at the head of it all. So we felt that many people, anything they wanted to do went through Priscilla, including what Joe would do because she was the boss. So I'm on Facebook. All right. Hi, Clara, Maria, and Lucy. Hi, Clara, Maria, and Lucy. So nothing's come through on my Facebook, on my Messenger, Facebook Messenger, but still haven't received anything over the phone. I don't use Facebook over the phone. You could WhatsApp me. You want to WhatsApp me? I'll give you a number. I got nothing to hide, guys. WhatsApp in the UK, because I am on WhatsApp. But BA, do you want to answer any of their questions? Can you give me a yes or no? Do you want to answer any of their questions? So, yes, hello. Yeah, get something from the fridge. Yeah, but just as long as you stay over there, it's okay. See, there's an apple there in the fridge. Did I hear that, Dan? If you watch, yeah. All right, get that then. You watch the behind the scenes for the loads of content. It does say that Joe was the in between Elvis and Colonel Tom Parker. Yeah, your dad was there for Elvis, and when Elvis needed him, your dad was a good man. There we are. See, Deborah. There we are. We've never said he wasn't, have we? We've never said he wasn't. We've discussed little details, but I think with Team Anthony, if it's you, with Team Elvis, we don't have a problem with Joe. We've had discussions, but we don't have a problem with Joe. Honestly, if I tell you now, if we did, I would say, yeah, I think you're barking at the wrong tree with us. Trust me, if he had done something bad, I'd be saying it. That's what we're called, defending Elvis. If someone's done something bad, I don't care who they are, I would say it. Yeah, that's it. Linda, well said. The horrible, disgusting video that we're trying to get removed, your dad stood up for Elvis. Big time. We like that. Well said, Linda. Come on, if I'm going to get accused of stuff, let's get it right, yeah? It's a bit like me trying to get that video deleted, yeah? I'm trying to get the disgusting video deleted. Because of it, I'm being called every name under the sun. Seriously, every name under the sun, I'm being called because I want a video deleted that is disgusting, that says horrible things about Elvis. Does anyone want to ask questions? We don't really have a topic tonight. We're just chatting. There's no real topic tonight. I just thought before I go to bed, we could have a chat. I'm just going to look at some comments. Let's get some comments up on YouTube. Hi, Joanne, are you watching? Are you? Hi, Joanne. So I haven't received a messenger. I haven't received an email. I'll just double check again. No email and nothing. Let me go messenger. Nothing on messenger. So, but you know, it could come through another time. Let's have a look. Yeah, so yeah, they were, weren't they, Karen? I agree with that. I always liked Joe. He defended the he defended the Colonel. I think a lot of people didn't like that. Okay, Darlene, thank you. So I think the Colonel, from what we've learned, is good and bad, isn't it? He did good, he did bad. Yeah. John Burroughs, but nothing. Look, here, I don't know if you can see it. This is my Facebook Messenger, and nothing has come through. Nothing at all. Let's have a look. See if it comes up under a different chat. Hang on 1 second. No, Tina's just messaged me. Hi, Tina. Tina, you know we're live. So Tina has messaged me. No one else. Let's double check. Chats. Where else can I look? Friend requests? No. I'm definitely not getting anything, my friend. But would you like to answer some questions? Would you BA Esposito, would you like to answer some questions? The guys want to ask you stuff. Message me on John Burroughs. I don't have anything here on John Burroughs. There's nothing here. Look. I'm annoyed that my phone isn't for. Oh, yeah. Why doesn't this bloody phone focus? Here we go. There we go. There's my messenger. You can see Clara's messaging me. Hi, Clara. Tina's messaging me. But there's nothing from John Burroughs. Let's see if I can get my email up. Clara, thank you for that information. Okay, right, there we go. B.A. Anthony, we're going to call you Anthony, yeah? Anthony, he just said you could, if you ask him reasonable questions, he'll answer them. Okay? I'm up for that. But Anthony, if it is you, which it could be, we don't have a problem with Joe. We don't have a problem with Team Elvis. Have no problem with Joe. We've discussed things about Joe, but we don't have a problem with Joe. Are we agreed, guys? Team Elvis, are we okay with Joe? Obviously, there's a few little bits that have been mentioned here. There are a few things that I think E-Girl said and a couple of others said they'd like to ask you. Yeah, there we are. Nicola Simpkins. We've always loved Joe. There we are. Hi, Helen. Yeah. Thanks, Clara. Thank you, Clara. Thank you. Call you. I'm not going to phone you now, but you haven't given me a number to call. Do you want to give me a number, a WhatsApp number? B.A. Esposito Anthony, would you like to send me a WhatsApp number? Put it on here and I'll put it on my phone. All right, let's have a look. Aha, I got it. Right, I got one. Right, okay. Right, I've just accepted your friend's request. Here we are. But surely you on that you could message me ID. Could you send me on that? Could you send me the ID? Send me ID, please. There we are. So we do have some kind of contact, which is great. So, guys, do you want to ask Joe any questions? So I'm just answering back. Proof who you are, please. So I'm just telling Anthony to just, because obviously this doesn't say Joe Esposito. It says John Burrows. You know, that was, oh God, it really bugs me that this phone doesn't focus. I'm so annoyed at this phone. Ugh. Sorry, guys. I'll just let Anthony send me some proof because I'm not gonna treat Anthony like it's Anthony until I know it's Anthony. Does that make sense? Did your father have a falling with Priscilla over some movies? Right, I don't, Darlene, that is. Did your dad know about the abuse with Lisa Marie? Driver's license. Right, okay. So, right, yeah, right. This does look to me pretty genuine. I can't see the name. I need to see the name. It doesn't say the name Anthony. Thank you. I want to see the first name. Can I see the first name? I want to see the first name. It's important to me. First name, please. All right, okay, guys. So, Louis, it's probably one of your stalkers. No, I think this is someone called Esposito. It's just whether or not it's Joe. It's Anthony. Oh, look, come on, let's be respectful. I want to be respectful. I don't want to come across mean, guys. I want to be nice. John Burroughs was yes, we know he used that as an alias. Lou, it's probably one of your stories. Priscilla spoke of Joe's eulogy. They must have been in the good terms when he put. Yes, I've watched that. Dan, I've watched that. I've watched that. There is the other person next to it. First name is. I just want first name. I want the first name, please. That's all. I want to see the words Anthony, because having the same last name isn't enough for me. I can't see the name Anthony. I see the name Esposito. I can't see the name Anthony. It's important. We got to have that first name. Sorry, we've had some problems on our end. I want to try and keep it. I want to be respectful. I want to be respectful. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry, guys. We're just having look. This is just an informal. We're just having a chat. We're just chilling. There's no topic tonight. There's just we talk about whatever. Yeah, I will, Carly. I promise you, I will be cautious. Woman of Sparta, thank you. Lily, I did have a good time. There was a few problems. The traffic was a nightmare both ways. Both ways, we had really bad traffic. It took more than twice as long to get there. The hotel booked the room wrong. So we all slept on one bed, which was bloody. Anthony, I won't call you unless I've got a full name. There's a full name.
Why is the internet not working?
It is. No, it is. Don't turn it off and on time on a live. No, it definitely is working. It's working well.
TV doesn't
All right, I'm finishing in a minute. I'll come up and sort it. All right. Lean the whole thing forward, and it'll be literally let it lie on its front. Look on its arse. Sorry, my kids are here and they're just doing the internet. You see it? Can you see it? Take a picture of it. Take a picture of the whole bum. Sorry, they're doing the internet. No, stay back. No, stay back. Yeah, Team Elvis Rock. You get it? Take a picture. Thing is, you know the signal to this one from yeah. Have you asked Ray? You might turn it off. All right, well, I'll come up in a minute. I'm finishing soon. Yes, I'll be up in a minute. Good. So I've only got 5 minutes now, kids, because my wife wants me to fix the internet. But we've been on for ages. Yeah, go on, just help yourself. Sorry, guys. You know, I'm in my kitchen. There's kids everywhere. My wife's running around, and you know how it is, guys. So, Anthony, don't worry, my friend. I'm on every day. We've got no, stay back. All right, good. So I'm cutting some cheese. Cutting some cheese for my kids.
My nose is bleeding as well.
Oh, is it? Why?
Blah.
Cheddar cheese, guys, made in cheddar. Cheddar cheese made in cheddar. Ta-da! There you go.
Mama, Daddy.
Yes, remember what? Yeah.
Mommy,
it's working.
I'm on the internet.
Yeah.
And so what was stop it and it stopped. But It said bread might come out.
Okay. All right. I want to carry on. I'm going to carry on doing it.
And
If you bring the apple over here, I'll cut it up for you. Bring it to me. I don't want you standing here because you don't have any. Sorry. The joys of Can you hear them? Can you hear them in the background?
what a disgusting apple.
So, Anthony, I have no problem with your father.
That is yucky apple. Look.
Right, I'm going to stay back over there. Bloody kids, innit? Can I send a child to America? Can I send a child to America? Right, I'm cutting you an apple. Here we go. Right, okay, good. Are you going to go? Right, here you are. Here, I've done your apple. There we go. Take this to your mum. You want me to? Okay, what was his dad's nickname? Okay, I'll ask him. Right, here we are. Now go upstairs to mummy now. Good boy. See you later. Love you. Right. So, what was your dad's nickname? There we go. Someone asked. Da, da, da. Right, let's see. So who asked that? That was, please ask what his dad's nick. Right, Andrew, I've asked him. Okay. So he's given Anthony has given me his father's number, but I want to know it's him before I talk to him. So okay, mate. Once I won't speak to Anthony on the phone unless I know it's him. Once I know it's you, I'm happy to chat. Right, Diamond Joe, there we are. Which I have heard actually. So Andrew, Diamond Joe, there's your answer. Elvis called him Dago. Andrew, Elvis called him Dago. I'll tell you what, I'll call you if you promise to be nice. There we are. Is that a deal, guys? I'll call him. I'll call Anthony as long as he promises to be nice. Is that a deal, guys? Should we do that? Da, 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 da. I don't know if it's going to work, mind. Bom, bom, bom. Good. Okay. Right. Okay. Now I'm going to try and call her. Okay. I'm going to try and call it. Okay. I'll call you. Right, guys. We're going to call, yeah? We're going to call. Is that okay, guys? I don't know if it's going to work, mind. Hello? Hello? Is that Anthony? Let me turn up the volume. I can hear you. It is repeating back what I say, but I can hear you. Can you hear me okay?
I would try calling on the other side.
Yeah, well, it's repeating back to me what I'm saying.
Unless you can hear me all right here.
I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you. So can I just say thank you for reaching out to us.
I don't get mad about stuff. So, I mean, you don't have to worry about that. I don't get angry. I'm not. My dad had a temper. And I don't have that quite bad of a temper.
Yeah. Okay. Can you hear, guys? Guys, you on the live stream? Can you hear? Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead, Anthony. Okay.
Huge heart.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And all the guys we pick on.
Yeah.
Threw at him. They treated him like crap. I love Elvis.
Yeah.
His best friend.
Okay.
Okay. You need to remember this.
Yeah. Keep going.
Nobody in the world told Elvis Presley what to do.
Yeah. So I'm going to try and move the microphone nearer so that the people can hear as well.
That's fine.
Right. Yeah. So I'm going to tell them what you're saying because they're asking me what you're saying.
But maybe you can tell me what I'm saying, or I can repeat myself, or whatever you want me to repeat myself at.
Right, guys, can you hear him now? Let's just see what they say, yeah?
That's fine.
Yes, they can hear you. Right. Right, do you want to just talk to them, please?
Sure, but well, I can look at the other phone here and see questions and they're asking them.
Yeah, so guys, do you want to ask a question then? I think they said they were worried about that Joe was very close to Priscilla.
If you want the honest answer, with the close to Priscilla, do you know who the Memphis Mafia kid is?
Yeah. Daniel, what his name is?
Danny, correct. Billy's son.
Yeah.
Yeah. My father, the last probably 20 years of his life, hated Priscilla Presley.
Right.
He hated her.
Yeah.
Priscilla was a conniving, controlling piece of garbage that killed Elvis and her daughter.
Yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Priscilla only cares about Priscilla. Period.
Yeah, we agree on that.
She was. I know her well. I haven't talked to her in probably 15 years.
Right.
She is an evil monster.
Do you watch my videos? Have you seen all the videos I've done about Priscilla?
Well, see, I haven't watched a lot of her stuff. I just noticed you a couple of days ago. Danny asked me to look at a couple of your videos because Danny won't get in depth with things like I will because I have a little more relationship with Elvis Presley Enterprises and with Jack Soden, so I could speak out a little bit more than anybody.
Yeah.
My dad was never confirmed by anyone. My dad wrote all his own books.
Yeah.
Never answered to anybody about anything. My father did what my father wanted to do, the way Elvis did what he wanted to do. And that's why I dislike people saying mean things about Tony Parker.
Right, okay, I understand.
Tony Parker is a good man, but Colonel Parker, Elvis got too big for the Colonel. Do you know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah. Elvis outgrew him. Elvis
Elvis was way too big for Colonel Parker. Elvis was meant for guys like Jerry Reinthorpe, Don Marchand, guys like that.
Yeah, the big guys.
Yes. Those are the people that should have been managing Elvis.
Yeah, I agree.
Colonel could have stuck around for all the time of the crap. But I just don't like people saying that the Colonel used Elvis. Yes, he got more than what he should have, of course. Vernon allowed that to happen. My dad allowed that to happen. Jerry Thorne allowed that to happen. They all could have stopped it, and Elvis allowed it to happen.
Yeah, I understand. I think,
So, yeah, they all can blame for that.
yeah, I mean,
My dad was not perfect.
yeah, none of us are we?
You know, my dad was not perfect, but he loved that man.
Yeah, I believe that.
They had conversations. My dad and Elvis had conversations that none of the other guys ever had together.
Yeah, yeah, because Elvis would open up to him.
Yes. Most of the other guys did not respect Elvis because, see, you know who Marty Lacker was, right?
Yeah, yeah, so, yes, so.
So Marty always said how close he was to Elvis, but see, Marty was not at all close to Elvis because he could not get that rapport that my dad and Elvis had together.
Yeah, and I learned that about Elvis. He had certain people he trusted.
I'm going to tell you the people that Elvis loved the most. And Billy Smith will tell you this. Billy's the only one left. So people should be, you know, I hate Spa Guy. I can't stand Spa Guy.
Yeah, I don't know him very well. I don't watch his videos.
Yeah, Spa Guy, but like, you know, Billy Smith is the only one left. Everyone else is dead.
Yeah.
That was actually there, and people should be picking that man's mind as much as they can.
Yeah.
I love Billy. Billy
Yeah, we're big fans of Billy.
Yeah, I love Billy, and he's a great man. He's like we all have our problems, you know. We all have our things, but
So why did Danny ask you to look us up? What was the reason?
Well, he wanted to know what I thought about some things that was being said about my dad.
All right, but you know that we've almost never mentioned your dad.
Well, there's a few times. Let me. I will message it. I will message it to you of the video I'm speaking on.
Yeah, because you know my general feeling about your dad is that he was one of the good ones.
He was one of the good ones.
Yeah.
This is what, and I'll tell you right now. You said that all the guys were around just for money.
It might have been a comment from someone else, not me. I don't believe that.
It's you, but we can clear it up. We can get it cleared up. I mean, you might have said it out of anger or whatever.
No, I don't think that. I break them down one by one. I have a different opinion on each one.
I will find the video and I will see it again, and then I will message it to you.
Yeah, that's fine. It's but you know, I've never made a video about Joe.
I want you to know something, and you guys can ask me all the questions you want.
Okay.
My father and Elvis were like brothers. They loved each other.
Yeah, I believe it, 100%.
Okay, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you, and it might upset you guys.
It's okay. Go ahead.
But Elvis could not stand the Stanley.
Yeah, the mum.
Stander, the mother.
Yeah, we know that.
And he did not respect the brothers because they were there for handouts.
Yeah, but
He'll tell you that day in and day out.
Yeah, but when they were children, when they first met, when they were like 4, 7, and 6, it was different.
4, 7, and 6, yes.
Yeah, but then he did like them.
Yeah, of course, for kids. I mean, I was good with children.
Do you know we're reading his book at the moment? Billy Stanley's.
They were there for all the wrong reasons, man.
Yeah, I understand that. Nothing
but profit off of Elvis Presley's name.
Yeah, but I think Billy, because we've got to know Billy. Yeah, and I think Billy really speaks well about Elvis, and I think his book is beautiful.
He does it. He does it smart because that's what the fans want to hear. And he can make more money that way.
You know that I've got, I've spoke to Billy, yeah? And
We and Billy talked about 2 months ago.
yeah,
I Billy knows how I feel. And I mean, and look, my dad did not like the boys at all.
no, I can't speak about Ricky all day because I don't know anything about them except for all the old interviews, yeah? But what
What is correct?
I can only speak for Billy in the last couple of years, yeah? And I think Billy goes out of his way to speak well of Elvis and wrote a beautiful book about Elvis. And I've read his book.
Well, I don't have to read the books because I lived the life. So I mean,
Yeah, of course I haven't, yeah.
that's his opinion. He has his right to his opinion.
No, but he speaks very well of Elvis.
He does speak well of Elvis, yes, but it's not all true. I just want you to know that it's not all true.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I've seen is really nice stories about Elvis that just show his good side and his Christian side.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah, I've never gone deeper than that with Billy because I try to concentrate on now, how things are. 'Cause most weeks he will do an interview defending Elvis.
Mm-hmm. Could you please I see a lot of comments. I'm looking at the comments now.
Yeah.
Are we speaking? It says, are we speaking to Joe? And my dad died in 2016. Can you let them know that he died in November of 2016? So
Yeah. We are speaking to Anthony, which is Joe's son. Yeah, and if anyone thinks it's Joe, it's not Joe. It's definitely Anthony. Okay. So we defend Elvis every day. Yeah. The biggest person that we do negative videos about is Priscilla. We've done about 1,000 videos about Priscilla exposing her wrongdoing.
Anything involves Priscilla Presley.
Yeah, and we generally the Memphis Mafia. We have a bit of a beef with Red, Sonny, and Dave because of the book. But other than that, we don't have that much more that we say. You know the book Elvis and Me.
Best to find the things that my buddies are talking about, and I will send them to you, and we can clear it up like that. It just made me mad a couple of points that he made, and I might have spoke. I'm not going to sue you. I'm not going to do anything.
Yeah, don't worry. I know that. Look, when you look into it, you'll see that I've been quite fair with Joe.
Of most of what I've seen, yes. It's just I think that might have been something that just somebody else might have said.
Yeah, it would have been a chat. Yeah.
So I'll find it, and we can discuss it privately.
Yeah, but I want you to know that I do like your father. As a fan, I do like your father.
Most people do. I love them.
Yeah.
So, so
I think I've played a few of his interviews on my live streams. Really good interviews.
I'm gonna. I'll tell you. My dad put himself out there the day Elvis died, when he said that he performed CPR on Elvis, which he did not do.
Right. Okay.
So when my dad came upstairs and he flipped Elvis, that's the first thing he did is he flipped Elvis out of the rug.
Right. Okay.
He yanked his pants up. And
right.
In his mouth, and this is the stuff that really makes me mad about Bob Gray's garbage.
Okay.
Is all these super Elvis fans out here that want Elvis to be alive. Everybody wants Elvis to still be alive, of course.
Yeah.
It's your superhero. Of course we want him to be alive.
Yeah. I've spoken to Bob Joyce. He's told me he does not think he's Elvis.
I've been down and I've talked to Bob Grace many times.
Yeah.
Had private conversations.
Yeah.
He's not Elvis.
No, he's told me he doesn't think he is.
Yeah, he's told me, yes, exactly. He's told me he's not Elvis.
Yeah, he said it to me as well.
So I have it. Like, let me tell you people a little something. If any of everybody on here thinks that Bob Joyce is Elvis.
Yeah. Does anyone here think Bob Joyce is Elvis? I don't. I mean, generally, I don't think they do on my channel. I've never known it.
That's good because I'm not here. My dad loved Elvis so much that he lied to protect his friend and to make himself look like a fool many years later to say that he performed CPR on Elvis.
Yeah. You mean like he? You mean when he found him, he covered some things up? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, he covered some things up, correct. So when he flipped Elvis and he realized that rigor mortis had set him, that he could not perform CPR on Elvis. He couldn't even get his mouth open.
Yeah. Well, he had bit half his tongue off. Is that right?
Pardon me? I'm sorry.
I think he had bit half his tongue off. Is that what they say?
He bit into his tongue.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Into his tongue really hard.
This is so sad.
He could not get Elvis's mouth open. He tried to massage his heart. He pounded on his chest, and you had Charlie standing there, and not Linda, Ginger, and Vernon, and Lisa Marie was there, and just
Yeah. Yeah.
His friend, he's right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
He knows he was dead. He was blue.
I've seen the interviews of your dad a few hours after it happened. I've seen them. I've seen it.
What do you want to know about Lisa? Because they're asking a lot of stuff about Lisa.
Yeah. Okay. So, what do you guys want to know about Lisa, guys? Because she was there playing with her friend, wasn't she? And then she went off on the carts.
When Elvis died?
Yeah.
Well, that would have been earlier, which would have been late morning. Yes.
Yeah. And I think we know who the friend was as well, because someone's told us who the friend was.
Who her friend was?
Yeah, who she was playing with that day.
That was probably not one of the boys.
Yeah, I think it was a girl. I'm pretty sure it was a girl.
Yeah, I wasn't there. So, I mean, I can't tell you. My dad was there.
Do you know the interview I'm talking about? What they interviewed him literally a few hours after it was announced that, that the world was told that he passed. Have you seen that interview? It's quite a rare one.
You mean the one with Amber and with the other girls?
There's Charlie Hodge and Joe, I think, and they're being interviewed on the news.
Talking about the interview at the hospital.
Yes, that's the one. Yeah, so you know it. Yeah, yes. Yeah, because I remember that was very emotional. He could hardly speak, could he?
No, neither one of them could hardly.
Yeah.
Charlie was actually a great friend to Elvis.
Yeah, oh, definitely, 100%. He's probably the favored one, isn't he?
My dad and Charlie would be the top two, yes.
Yeah, I agree with that. 100%. I think what it is, people, because there was financial things, wasn't there, with the racquetball business, and the word of mouth is that your father was very close to the Colonel, and I think that upsets some of the fans.
Who knows?
Yeah, I'm just giving you the feedback that I get.
No, I mean, my father was the middleman between Elvis and Colonel Parker to serve wars.
Yeah. Is there anything you'd like us to do, like on behalf of your father?
Yeah, I mean, actually, what you guys are doing, I agree with what you're doing.
Thank you. That means a lot to me. But what it is,
as long as you're truly, the thing that got me this is what Danny's had said me, and the thing that got me was people are speaking badly of Lamar. Lamar loved Elvis Presley.
Okay. Right. So we'll do some more research there then. I do need to, what is, do you know why I get a bad, it's because of the negative things he said about Elvis with little girls.
Well, you mean what Lamar said?
Yeah, he talks about Priscilla and he makes a joke about the age of Priscilla.
Yeah, but, it's true though. It's true.
No, it's true that they met, but he gives the impression that they were having sex.
I'm not going to make any comments on what happened between them, but you got to remember there were also underage girls.
Yeah, of course. There's rock and roll stars surrounded by teenagers.
And I'm gonna defend Elvis on this matter because a lot of people are uneducated about this.
Look, it was the 1950s. It was different. Yeah, we know that.
A pedophile is somebody that's attracted to a prepubescent child.
Yeah. But don't forget, it's the 1950s, so the age of marriage was very young, wasn't it? People would marry 16, 17, wouldn't they?
Sinatra was dating underage girls. Sammy Davis Jr. was. Well, how far back do we can go with Michael Jackson? We can go with Brooke Shields. We can go with Bob Seger.
Yeah, I understand.
Where do you want to,
But, yeah. But what I've always said was we don't really know what happened with Elvis and Priscilla behind closed doors in 1959.
No, but she's the one that opened that door up.
Yeah, you mean she with Cary Grant or? But she has always said they never had sex until she was 21, even though Lisa has said they had sex when she was 18.
Yeah, but she was conceived, correct?
Yeah, but in Lisa's book, she said she was 18 when they had sex.
People have been asking me to write a book for years. My book's coming out next year. It's mainly about my father, but it's also mainly about the experiences of being one of the Memphis children. And it's there to speak some ill things about Priscilla in there. And the main thing is about this movie that came out. This movie was nothing but garbage.
Yeah, I agree.
It's nothing but a bunch of made-up fantasy stories.
I agree. It's a copy of the book Elvis and Me.
Well, I mean, not the Elvis and Me movie or the book. I'm talking about this Lars movie.
Yeah, Sophia Coppola's.
Yeah, so it's a garbage movie.
I agree.
It leaves out the most important people in the world to Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what about Al Strada? Was he important?
Al Strada?
Yeah.
Yeah. They all had their little things that they did for Elvis.
Do you think Dave Hebler loved Elvis?
I think Dave Hebler is a piece of shit.
Right, because he was interviewed a few weeks ago by a friend of mine called Stefan on Artist on Record on YouTube.
Yeah, Dave Hebler's a liar.
Yeah. He won't admit wrongdoing. He won't say sorry.
I seen Dave Hebler in August, this past August in Memphis, and he knows what I think of him. I have no. Dave Hebler's a liar. Dave Hebler is the one that talked Sonny into writing what happened.
Ah, that's interesting. And do you think that? Do you believe that they did it to stop him taking drugs?
Red would have never written that book.
Yeah, I agree. Red loved Elvis.
Recorded that conversation between him and Elvis. Because you could tell him there, if you listen to that really closely.
Yeah, I have.
You hear you can hear Elvis saying, I know this wasn't you. You're my, they were like brothers.
Yeah, I agree. He was always my favourite, Red was. That's why I was so shocked by the book.
Red was, I grew up at Red Cribs. I grew up around Red, and I mean, he's dead now, but.
Yeah. He was a good actor.
Fantastic man, great heart, and never had no ill intention of Elvis. It was more Dave Hubler and Sonny than it was Red.
That's good to know. And do you think that part of the reason they did the book Elvis, what happened was they thought it would stop Elvis taking drugs?
No. Because they knew Elvis could just stop taking drugs.
Yeah, it was too late. He was too far gone by then.
It was for money.
Yeah, I think that. For money, and they were a little bit angry as well.
Was he too far gone by then? Now, here, let me get this. On June, what was it, June 19th? What show was South Dakota?
Yeah.
Was that June 19th?
I don't know. They might know. The guys here might know.
Okay, so let me give you my dad's example. If you listen to Elvis, I believe it was June 19th, 1977.
Okay.
That first concert, Elvis is completely energetic.
Right, June 19th.
It's like watching a 1970 Elvis on stage. When he comes out and does CC Rider, he's doing it almost like a hard rock song.
Yeah. I've seen him on the holiday pictures. He looks really well in Hawaii.
So with that whole 1977 tour, Elvis had serious bowel problems. He had a very enlarged colon.
Yeah. Twisted colon.
He could not eat the same way normal people could.
Yeah.
So when he would look bloated, it's because he was constipated.
Yeah, big time.
This is why Dr. Nick had to go out with him on tour all the time.
Yeah.
So they could clean his bowels out. They had to do it by hand. Because Elvis was scared to have the surgery done.
Yeah. We've read about this, yeah.
He did not want to have the surgery done.
Very sad.
So Elvis would have listened. My dad said that Elvis they sat down and had some serious conversations about having the surgery. It was an extremely safe surgery to have. All they had to do was remove, I believe it was 6 inches of the colon. And they would have reattached it. It was still a routine surgery back then.
Yeah. He was scared to do it.
Oh.
Right.
And then all they had to do was get him off them opioids.
Yeah. So sad.
The drugs. And everybody tried it, man. Let me tell you. Anytime somebody approached him to get him off them goddamn drugs, he would have a fit.
Yeah. Somebody.
You did not tell Elvis Presley no.
What? Yeah.
Nobody. I don't care who they were. You did not ever tell Elvis no.
Yeah. He was the boss.
I mean, he had the presidents, President Nixon running around the White House. You just couldn't tell Elvis no. It's just.
Elvis was going into Nixon's drawers. He's getting everything out of the drawers.
I feel bad for him. That was the problem. My dad tried it, and they would have fights. Elvis would throw cans at him. He'd throw ashtrays at him. He'd get mad at him, tell him to get the hell out of the house.
Yeah. Yeah, we knew he had a temper. It's obvious, isn't it?
And it's the thing that I always got to my dad. My dad said it, and I don't like saying this because I don't like to judge. I hate to judge.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot claim to be a Christian human being when you're living in sin.
Very true.
How are you going to go to heaven when you continue to sin.
It's true. Oh, I'm a Christian man.
Yeah, I try to be.
You know that someone's asking me about Shirley. I know that was your dad's girlfriend for a while, yeah?
One of the girlfriends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shirley Dew, is it? What do you want to know, guys?
My dad's Shirley or the Elvis' Shirley?
Your dad's.
She was all right.
So did you?
So close to Priscilla.
Yeah, right. What about Lisa? Did you know her as a child?
I knew Lisa, well, Lisa and I hung out more when we were teenagers into the 20s and early 30s, and then we stopped having contact. Lisa had demons.
Yeah, she did.
I had demons.
Right.
I'm just still alive and clear today to be able to speak to people about them.
How old are you now?
I'm 54.
54. Yeah, I'm 57. So how is your health then, Anthony?
Not too bad. I'm a little, overweight more than what I want to be, and like most people, but
Yeah.
you know,
So I was a bit overweight and I went on a diet called keto, and that made me lose all my weight.
I tried, the doctors try all kinds of things for me, but I had spine issues like my dad did.
All right.
It's a little harder for me to do the exercise stuff and be as hard as I am. I'm kind of the lazy. I call myself the 70s artist around my friends, and I like to go out on the four-wheelers and the snowmobiles and all that stuff and everything,
Yeah.
That's my exercise.
And what did you do as a job? What was your job growing up?
As an adult, I produced music and I also restore vehicles.
Oh, that's funny. You know, I was still plastic cards. I've just done a 1967 Volkswagen split screen.
Okay.
It's just a hobby. I do it for a bit of fun. I've always done it all my life.
Yeah, I had a big paradigm in the back of my dad's old property when we go to California, and we just still a few of the cars that obviously my father stood back there, and my sister Debbie got a couple of them. Cindy got one. There's a 76 Seville sitting back there that my dad got from Elvis.
Wow.
I'll take some pictures of them and send them to you.
Yeah. What house did you grow up in with your dad?
There's a couple of them at the time. The Burbank House, Eldorado Hills. The home that he lived in Lakeland, Florida. He was born and raised in Chicago.
Right.
And my mother was raised in Chicago, and near Harlem Heights, outside of suburb of Chicago. So I spent most of my time with my mom. My father was never much of a father. He was a dad, but he wasn't a father.
Right. He was always away, yeah?
He didn't have time for kids, and he loved us. Don't get us wrong. Don't get me wrong. He loved us. He'd sit down with us. He'd talk to us about anything in the world. My dad just, he was a businessman. He was in the music business even after Elvis, He put some of the biggest careers in the world together for people. Michael Jackson, Paul McCartney, you name them. Metallica, you name them.
I can tell you truly love your dad, didn't you?
I still love him.
Yeah.
He's my father. Yeah.
I can tell.
Jerry, I'm going to tell you what I think of Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry Schilling.
They really.
Go ahead.
Jerry has a big heart. Jerry loved Elvis. But again, Jerry is just a little bit too close to Priscilla. Now I'm going to tell you why.
You know, we did a video on this last week. Go ahead.
Did you do it? Okay. The reason he's that close to Priscilla is because of Lisa. So Jerry managed Lisa. Jerry tried to protect Lisa in the way that Priscilla could not. So you have to become close to somebody. See, I shouldn't be saying this stuff out loud because Priscilla can't sue me for this stuff. But I'm going to tell you anyways.
Go ahead.
You have to be close to the monster to try to find the good of the other side. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lisa Marie hated that movie.
Yeah. We heard they were going to have a lawsuit.
There is going to be a lawsuit. Lisa did not want that movie to happen, but she acts like she did because her mother wanted that movie to happen because she knew how much money it would make.
Yeah.
And if you noticed, from the time that that movie was starting to be made, that her heart was declining from there because she started using again.
Lisa did, yeah.
Because of her fucking mother.
And why was that? Because it was her mother? Oh, because she was making the film?
Because of that film.
Ah, right. So we've been told that secretly there was going to be a lawsuit from Lisa against Priscilla because of the movie.
There's going to be a lawsuit.
Right, that's good to hear that confirmed.
There was going to be a law, absolutely. And I told Lisa I would join in on the lawsuit.
Wow.
Because of even my father's no mad at it.
So Lisa told you she was going to sue her mother over the movie Priscilla?
To say that because
okay.
Priscilla can't sue me.
Okay, all right. Okay.
I'll tell you that I heard there was going to be a lawsuit.
Right, okay. Thank you. So do you, what?
To be careful how I read stuff.
Yes, if you're in America, you can get sued. I'm here in England, so it's sort of on a bit, I can say more.
Yeah, it's true, exactly. You have more freedom there.
Yeah.
Don't forget, we have Donald Trump as a president.
But was Jerry Schilling a good guy?
Jerry, yes. Yes.
Right. Do you think he was seeing Priscilla at all?
Sure.
Do you think he ever had an affair with Priscilla?
Do you want a yes or no? All right, you ask me the question again.
Do you think Jerry ever had an affair with Priscilla Presley?
Absolutely.
Right, okay, because we do as well.
Actually, I'll tell you what my dad said. Yes, he was having extramarital affairs with Priscilla.
Yeah.
And
so guys, did you hear that? Anthony said that his father said that. Yeah, Anthony said that his father said that Jerry Schilling was seeing Priscilla on and off. Yeah, we think it anyway. It was on our video last week.
now you all know Elvis was not in their fate. Elvis had a different woman every night.
Yeah. But do you think Jerry loved Elvis? Because we do think Jerry did love Elvis, but but Priscilla was too beautiful.
She's a devil.
Yeah, she's very cold.
She helped. Listen, if the biggest person to blame, other than Elvis, for him dying at 33 years old, was Priscilla.
Yeah, I agree.
Elvis was his #1 enemy. But she, Laura, let me tell you, she helped him right along.
Yeah. She was the devil in disguise.
She's still a better.
She wanted to be Elvis.
Well, she wants to be what she thinks. You see, Priscilla Presley would not be anything if it was not done for Elvis Presley.
Definitely, 100%.
She would have never done anything. She would have never been anything if it was not done for Elvis Presley. She would have never been anything if it was not done for Elvis Presley. She would have never been anything if it was not done for Elvis Presley.
She forced the divorce. In 1971, when she had a secret affair with Mike Stone, she demanded that divorce.
I think there. I think there were affairs going on way before 1971.
We know about Steve Peck, the dance instructor, but we've heard there were other people in the 60s.
All right, when Elvis was off at the movies, of course.
You know the gospel singer?
Yes.
She was.
I'm going to tell you straight out. There's only one person that my dad really, really liked. I knew that he really liked that Elvis was with. That could have actually kept Elvis alive.
Yeah.
And do you know who that person is?
Dick Grove?
And Margaret.
Oh, right, yeah, because he loved her.
Listen, that's the only woman I'm going to say, in my opinion, of hearing conversations from Red West and my father and Billy Smith and Lamar Fike. That is the only woman that Elvis Presley was truly in love with.
I agree. He definitely loved her. She loved him as well.
And that woman would have kept Elvis Presley alive a lot longer than August 16th, 1970. That man might have lived up into the late 90s, early 2000s with her.
Yeah. If you got and in his 40s, he started to become ready to settle down.
She's actually, I'm going to tell you a secret. That's not a huge secret. I don't know if you guys heard it before or not. But I'll let you in on a little insight. In 1976, Lionel Richie wrote a song called Lady.
Yeah, I know the song well.
Okay. He wrote it in 76. He wanted to get the song to Elvis.
Right.
So him and the Commodores were going to record the song, but they decided they were not going to record it. Cole Parker said, no, we're not. Elvis is not doing that song. That's not a song for Elvis. We know how terribly wrong that is. So I'll give you the short story of this.
Yep.
So for many years, it bothered Lionel that Elvis would not record that song. And it's not 30 years later when my dad told him what actually happened with that. So in 1980, he went to Kenny Rogers and he asked him, will you sing the song? Because you have a voice that's similar to what I was looking for with Elvis with the song.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if Elvis would have recorded that song in 1976?
Yeah. Yeah, it's such a beautiful song. One of my favorite.
It would have been huge. It would have been one of the biggest things that Elvis ever recorded.
I agree. I didn't know the story.
That's the stuff that I tell people, that Elvis got too big for Colonel Parker.
Yeah. So do you think Elvis regretted marrying Priscilla?
Oh, absolutely.
And do you think he was forced into it?
Well, I think his hand might have been forced. Like I said, nobody told Elvis yes or no about anything. I mean,
Do you know the book Child Bride? The book Child Bride that says that Cary Grant set it all up with Priscilla to meet Elvis. Do you think it's true? Or?
Do I think it's true?
Yeah.
I think it's a possibility.
They say that she wasn't a virgin when he met her.
Priscilla?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to disagree with that.
So you do think she was a virgin when he met her?
When they were 18 and they had sex for the first time.
You do think she was a virgin? At 18?
I'm not going to comment on that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's okay. So obviously they're all...
I don't want to cause...
No, you got to be careful. I understand.
I got to be careful with some things.
Do you think she was pregnant when they got married?
No, that's Elvis's child.
No, what I mean is, did they get married because she got pregnant?
Oh, because, no. Because
Right.
I believe it was. I believe that she was concerned on the honeymoon.
The honeymoon, right? So okay. Okay, thank you.
I'm speaking improper English, of course.
Yeah, don't worry, I understand. There's a lot of questions. They're firing a lot of questions at me. So I'm just trying to ask you a few of them.
So I see a lot of people saying Linda.
Uh,
So Linda was good for Elvis the first couple of years, and she was absolutely terrible for Elvis for the rest of the time.
what did she see in some of the band members?
With the what I thought, Stephen?
The drummer. Wasn't she seeing the drummer and the pianist?
David Briggs?
Yeah.
Linda?
Yeah. After the few years.
Yeah, she was seeing David Briggs even when she was with Elvis.
Yeah, we've heard this.
But you got to remember, Elvis had
He was being naughty as well.
Elvis was a bad boy too.
Yeah, we know this. We know this.
So I mean, yeah, they were all bad. What's your name again?
I've seen your dad's interview where he admits it.
My dad, what? I'm Steve Harvey.
Where he admits that when they went away, there was all girls around.
Oh, I mean, I'll tell you, my dad was the one that used to go out. My dad was a really good-looking man. All the way up until about maybe 73, 74,
Yeah.
because he liked to strip the alcohol, and he wasn't a good man either. He used to do stuff with Elvis, and
Yeah, I've seen the interviews.
finally he said, no, I'm not doing this crap anymore, and you need to stop this crap.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would start wars between the two of them.
Yeah, I bet.
Cary Grant, I would say, was probably being sexually with Priscilla around the same time Elvis and her started being sexual.
Yeah.
That's where I'd be on that.
Yeah, and it says that in the book Child Bride.
Yes. It was probably all around the same time.
Yeah. And he may have approached her. She may have approached Cary Grant and started the whole process off.
Probably. Listen, Priscilla I mean, I don't know what she's at her age now. I've been talking to her about 15 years.
I think she's 79, isn't it?
70 years. So she's very, very sexual.
Yeah, I agree. If she wanted a man, she went after him. Do you know anything about Michael Edwards? Michael Edwards, her model boyfriend, the actor in Terminator. The one who molested Lisa.
Do I know anything about him? I knew him years ago, back in the 90s.
Because some people say that Priscilla turned a blind eye to what he was doing.
She did.
Yeah. Because he admits it in his book. In Michael Edwards' book, he half says it. That Priscilla knew.
She did. I'll say it that way. She did.
Yeah, which obviously that really infuriates the fans, drives us mad. We want justice for Lisa Marie.
Mad when it comes to Elvis and the people that defend Priscilla.
Yeah, well, I fell out with a few channels over it, don't you? I fell out with a few YouTube channels over it.
watch some of your channels tonight. I'm gonna check some of them out. And
I thought at the moment, we've got an argument with another channel because they posted a video about Elvis having sex with his mum. So we've been arguing about that a lot. We've had some serious fallouts.
I'll tell you right now that's my dad and Elvis had many conversations about Gladys. And Elvis had an unusual close relationship with his mother, and I never understood what that meant until I figured out that I have still today a very unusual close relationship with my mother. Absolutely, Elvis Presley never had any sexual contact with his mother.
Yeah, it's a joke. It's an absolute joke. So I've had a lot of arguments. I've become very unpopular with a few YouTube channels.
Can you tell me what this channel is?
I'd rather you watch the last week.
I don't go after people like that.
I would rather you watch the last week of live streams, and then you'll understand. I've had a very, very tough week.
Can you text it to me?
Yes.
Tell me what the channel is?
Yes.
See, man, I'm going to tell you, it's the last couple of years because I do have a book that I'm going to be coming out with, and my dad had diaries that he had done with Elvis since 1958. And these are very personal diaries, and I have them. And I am writing around those diaries, and they're probably going to sell very well. I'm not taking any of the money that book will make. I'm just taking the money that my book will make.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if we can help you.
All that money's going to charity.
Oh, brilliant. We love that.
But, those diaries are fantastic. They're the way they're written and stuff. And only me and my sisters and aunts and stuff have seen them. And, I've copied them all and put them all away. And I've been doing writings on them now since 2017. So I'm almost done with them, and they should be done in 26 or 27.
Yeah. So how old were you when did you meet Elvis?
I was a child.
Do you remember any of it, or were you very small?
So I was reaching his age.
Right. Okay. That's interesting. So 68. Yeah.
I'm 69, so I don't
Yeah. Right. So you remember Elvis then?
I remember some of them. I was not as around as much because my mom did not want us around all that.
Right. I get it. Yeah.
So my mother was totally different than all the other ones that,
Did you have a favorite girlfriend? Like that he... Yeah, who did you like? Who did Elvis seem to get on well with? Like Linda?
The only one that I really knew, the only two that I really knew when Elvis was alive would have been Linda and Ginger.
Yeah. What did you think of Ginger?
I think Ginger loved Elvis, but I think Ginger was just too young to comprehend all of that.
Yeah, that's how we feel. That's how I feel as well. She's a beautiful lady with a good heart, but she's in over her head.
She just didn't realize that she was 20 years old, and Elvis, she was a model. She was gorgeous, and Elvis could have 1,000 of those across the country if he wanted.
Yeah, we could. He chose her.
And he had other ones too. Even at that time, but.
Well, we heard that when he was with Ginger, he had another girl waiting for him.
I'm going to tell you someone who I like, he was always close to Elvis. I mean, I knew her, and I met her on Margaret a few times. I didn't know her. I met her on revivals with my dad and stuff like that. You know,
Yep.
I had conversations with her, and that's why I say she would have been the best for Elvis.
Yep.
She would have kept Elvis Presley alive.
Yes, and Margaret.
I'm going to tell you another good girl
Joyce Bova?
that was always there for Elvis. She was always there, and I mean all the way to the end.
Yeah.
Sheila Ryan.
Sheila Ryan. So that.
Sheila Ryan was a good girl, but Elvis ruined her.
Right. I think I've got a book.
You got a book?
I think so.
Yeah, I
have to double check.
Because before I did mine, I wanted to read Phillies, I wanted to read Jerry's, I wanted to read you know, I want all Lamar's writings. I went to Lamar's wife 2 years before she died, and I got some stuff from her that I wanted to see what he was working on, and I put some tributes in there to Lamar. And it kind of made me sad. It didn't make me mad. It made me sad that you guys think so lowly of Lamar.
Yeah, I will look into it.
Treated so badly.
Yeah, and I've seen the bits where he was treated badly. I've seen the little bit where he throws the drink over him, and he was the butt of the jokes, wasn't he?
But it was all the time.
Right, okay.
And it wasn't just Elvis, it was my dad, it was Red, it was Sonny.
Right.
On the man constantly.
Oh, I didn't know this. Yeah, we didn't know that.
In somebody's face and then grabbing him and saying, "Hey, I love you."
Yeah.
Because Lamar loved Elvis.
And he knew Gladys.
He loved him. He loved that man.
Yeah. We've seen him get tearful in interviews.
And I'm going to tell you something. Everybody else sticks up to the colonel, including me. But Lamar must have seen something in Tom Parker that none of us else see because he hated Colonel Parker. Yeah.
I've seen the interviews. But do you think Elvis would have married Ginger?
You have to marry him?
Ginger.
Oh, no.
No.
Story. You know, did you ever hear a story about the TCD ring? Where he had the diamond, where they said they took the diamond out of the...
Yes.
Where they took the diamond out of the TCD ring and they did that as a...
engagement ring, yeah.
There we go.
I got you.
As a engagement ring?
Yes, yeah, I've done a video on it. Right, it's made up. Do you know what? When you see her get an interview, do you get a feeling that she's making it up?
Feeling of what?
A feeling that she's making that story up.
What the hell are we doing now? Do I feel that who? I just got one.
Someone just asked about Mindy Miller.
Mindy Miller?
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean? You mean how close she was?
Were they close? Did you know her?
No, I really didn't. Yeah, I never really met Mindy. Well, I shouldn't say I met her. I met her at Elvis weeks before.
Yeah, she's quite popular here. She's very nice to us. She's always kind to us.
Are you asking me if I think Elvis loved her?
No, not really. More just, were they seeing each other for long, or?
Yeah, I guess on and off. Here, I have a reference there right here. Let me see.
They were on and off.
So I have bronchitis, so excuse me if I cough once in a while.
Don't worry.
So if I go into Mindy Miller here on the computer. Okay, repeat your question.
I think they're just because Mindy Miller talks to us and she's joined our show before. They're just interested to know about the relationship that Elvis had with Mindy Miller.
So, of what my dad would have said here, out of writing it when I threw this in here, it was more of a sexual. It was more of a sexual relationship. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, she speaks beautifully of Elvis. I love the way she talks about Elvis.
You know, here's the thing. Even when Elvis was at his top rate, I mean, yeah, he was still, I mean, probably one of the finest men looking. I mean, how many women do you think, honestly, do you think would resist Elvis Presley?
None.
Okay, so I mean, any of them that come out and say things about Elvis, that, you know, that's, they have the right to say what they want to say. I mean, you know, he was sexual with Alvin, and Elvis had a way of, listen, Elvis is the only person that ever, I met Frank Sinatra when I was 13 years old, to my dad.
Well, someone just asked if Mindy was close to your dad as a friend.
My dad got along with her very well.
Yes. So e-girl, yes.
Yes. When Elvis walked into a room, even as a child, and all the Memphis Mafia kids will tell you this, even as a child, when you would see that man come into a room, even people that knew him would gasp.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. We believe it. We still do.
Presence that man had.
Yeah.
It's sad to say this, but it is Elvis Presley is probably the second most known person on this earth next to Jesus Christ.
Yeah. No, we've learned how beautiful his heart was, how much of a Christian man he was. Billy Stanley's book really shows how much of a Christian Elvis was.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying everything that Billy says is a lie, but he's not a liar. But he claims to be, you know, he's a preacher man, and you have to be very careful on your words of choice when you say things, and then what you do behind one door and what you do behind another door.
Yeah, I understand.
I know Billy. I mean, I know Billy pretty well.
The thing I like about Billy is that in the last few years, he consistently defends Elvis. I love that.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that Elvis didn't love Billy and Billy didn't love. You mean that Billy said he loved her?
No. What I mean is that Billy, I look for Elvis defenders. Yeah, I'm always looking, right, who properly defends Elvis, and Billy is one of them.
I think Billy's one of the closer ones that you can get most of the truth.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying it's all true because I've had debates with Billy before.
Okay.
Billy did not know Elvis like my father. You know.
Yeah.
Billy did not know Elvis.
Yeah, no, of course not. He didn't grow up with Elvis. Your father, I know about when Elvis used to. They met right at the army years, didn't they?
They met the day that Elvis was drafted.
Yeah.
They didn't really meet until they were over in Germany.
Yeah, right. Okay. They bonded in 58 or 59.
58.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to be 100% honest with you. The two most fair-going, honest people about Elvis Presley, in my opinion,
Yeah.
is my father and Red West.
Okay. I think that's fair. Well, he stood up. Red West stood up to the bullies for him, didn't he? In Humes High. Yeah.
Red? Are you talking about Red?
Yeah. Red stood up to the bullies for Elvis at Humes High School.
Red was always there for it. Listen, the only reason. Go down. No, I'm sorry, I have a disobedient dog.
Yeah, we got 2.
I got 5. Red and Sonny brought a lot of unnecessary lawsuits on Elvis.
Red did.
Elvis did not. Let me tell you this.
Oh, you mean for fighting?
For beating people up.
Yeah, I've read about this.
For breaking people's hands, for breaking people's legs, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I heard about all this.
That's how much Red loved Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
He did not want them drugs around Elvis.
Yeah.
Elvis heard about it many times, and he said, "You guys need to stop it. This needs to stop."
Yeah.
I'm going to do.
Yeah. You've read all this. Yeah, I agree. It's very sad.
You know, listen, my dad comes from an Italian family in Chicago. My dad knew a lot of people. Elvis was the one that went to my father, and he said, "I know your father knew a lot of people, and I want you to take out Mike Stone."
Yeah, we know about this. We've read it all.
My dad said, "Absolutely not."
Yeah.
He said, "We're not taking out anybody."
But he was very angry, wasn't he? He was very angry.
He let him go.
Yeah.
Swallow your pride. I know you're Elvis Presley, but swallow your pride. There's a million more other women out there for you.
True. Okay, I'm going to have to go now because my wife is going to kill me.
That's fine. If people saying that you want me on a live, I don't have a problem with that. Anytime you want to do it, you just get a hold of me and you let me know.
Yeah, have you ever done an interview before?
CBS just asked me to do an interview. They want me to do an interview they want me to do an interview for the 60th, for the 50th.
Yeah, I don't really interview people. It's not my thing, but I would.
If you want to be the first to do it, since I know that your heart's in the right place with Elvis, I would be very happy to do it for you.
Look, if you look at our live streams, you'll see that we 100% want to defend Elvis. 100%.
I'll do it for you because I believe the questions, everything that I'm seeing scrolling through here, and what you're talking about and what you're asking me, you seem like your hearts are all in the right place.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for talking to us.
Actually, endorse you guys.
Thank you for talking with Team Elvis. Can you give Danny our regards because we've never spoke to Danny.
I work hard, Danny. Yes, I work hard, Danny, to relax.
I'm sorry that I doubted you at first, but we've had a few problems.
That's fine. That's fine.
So, but it's a pleasure to talk to you.
Okay, God bless you all, and you have a great day.
Yeah, and thank you for letting us know about your father because we think your father's a lovely man. You take care, Anthony. Thank you. Have a great night. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay. Can you hear me, guys? Well, that was very unexpected. Right, let me just... Oh, Wow, I was not expecting that. Thank you very, very much, Anthony. Let me just get this camera going. Thank you very, very much. Anthony Esposito, Joe Esposito's son. Wow, what a lovely man. What a lovely man. I was not expecting that. Now, I'll be honest with you, I didn't think it was him at first. I think once he sent me the ID, his ID on my Facebook channel, I was like, oh, actually, maybe it is. Wow. I need to take this in. And the information he gave us was amazing. Brilliant. He answered all the questions. Yeah, Linda, we were a bit unsure, weren't we? The people we speak to on this channel is unbelievable. I remember being amazed when we spoke to Mindy Miller. And of course, Billy Stanley, I'm a massive fan of Billy Stanley. Yeah. Of course, guys, I love his book. But to speak to Joe Esposito's dad, come on, Joe was proper best friends, best mates with Elvis, and was one of the people that unfortunately discovered Elvis when he passed. And can we all just say thank you to Anthony? Can we all just say thank you to him in the comments? Anthony Esposito. Can we all just give him a big thank you? Oh, thank you, Tony. Thank you, Pat. Wow. I was not expecting that. Not expecting that. So I did, it was hard for me to read all your questions and ask all the questions, but I think we got quite a few. We did ask quite a few, didn't we, in the end, guys? Come on, let's all thank Anthony. Let's all thank Anthony. Let's give Anthony a little congratulate. Can I say it? I just want to be grateful to Anthony for taking the time to join us, and because he wanted me to phone him. I'm so glad I did. Now the signal wasn't very good. Anthony, everyone is very grateful. Everyone is very grateful. Luckily, I haven't done any horrible videos about Joe. Come on, let's face it, guys. Joe is one of the ones that when you watch his interviews talking about Elvis, Joe does speak beautifully about Elvis, doesn't he? He does. I've watched a lot of Joe Esposito's videos, and he speaks beautifully about Elvis. It's so obvious that he loved him and they loved each other. It's very clear. That's it. Right, Anthony, if you're still watching, everyone is thanking you. It does seem like most of you enjoyed it. And did you hear most of it, guys? Did you hear most of it? Because it was a bit, because I know Tony was saying she couldn't hear it. Tony, did you hear much of it? Okay. Yeah, Jimmy, the quality was a bit, unfortunately, it was hard for the microphone to pick it up. So I'm not sure just how much of it's going to come through on the replay. So guys, anyone watching this later, we've had an interview with Anthony Esposito, Joe Esposito's son, but we did it on the phone. So the quality was breaking up. The microphone wasn't picking up everything. So it's going to be a bit hit and miss. We did try and get as many questions in as we could. Yeah, he said, Andrew, he said Al Strada was a nice guy. It was as short as that, really. So, Tony, you could hear, all right, you could hear me, yeah? Yep, 75 people, come on. How come you didn't take him up on his offer to do a proper? No, I will do. Echo, I will do. I will do. We're going to do an interview. We're going to do it. It's going to happen. Remember, when I do these interviews, I like to do them with Team Elvis. I don't want it to be just me and him, and then I record it and play it back. I like to do an interview where we are together. To me, it's very important that we are all together when we do this. I don't think I'd enjoy it if it was just one-on-one. Team Elvis must be part of what we do. It's very important. So we need to use the technology to interview someone with Team Elvis. So are we agreed on that, guys? Yeah, I know, Debbie, it was cutting in and out, wasn't it? All right, Luann, are you okay, Luann? With Linda, he said they were good in the first couple of years, but after that, they were both being unfaithful, Linda and Elvis. And with Ginger, he said she did love him, but they weren't going to get married. She was too young. They weren't going to get married. She was too young. But he said she did love him with Ginger. Yeah. I hope I'm right, Anthony. I hope I'm right in what I'm saying. I'm just remembering the conversation. We did okay, didn't we? It was a bit unexpected. This has happened to us before. So, well, I don't know what to say, guys. I like the fact that he did say that he fully supports how we defend. He said that Danny, what was the name of the channel? What's Danny's channel called again? What's Danny's channel called again? The Memphis Mafia Kid recommended that he speak to me. Did you hear him say that, guy? Danny from the Memphis Mafia Kid said speak to Louis. So maybe not for the right reasons. I don't know. Because obviously he initially thought we were bad mouthing his father, but we were. I don't think we were. I don't think we've ever said anything bad about Joe. I think we've discussed a few things, but we've never. I think generally we've been pretty good about Joe, haven't we? I think. Yes, I think it's like maybe he caught the wrong end of a conversation, or maybe it was questions that were being asked. I think there's a possibility it was questions being asked. We did say that we were concerned about his closeness with Priscilla. I think we brought up the racquetball stuff. His closeness with Colonel Tom Parker. But that's all. I think that's all we've really said. It isn't. If I look on my phone, it isn't really a topic that we've covered. I don't think. Let me just see if it comes up on my phone. I'll just type in the search. I'm just going to type in Joe Esposito because I don't really remember doing much about Joe. Even though I have watched a lot of interviews. Yeah, I think we did one video. I think we did a video where we reviewed the Larry King interview that Joe had. That was 5 months ago. Let me just press 1 minute. Let me just press play on this a minute. Yeah, so we've got one little interview, just a 1 minute short when on the last day, when he discovered Elvis. I'm just looking now. 1 minute, guys. Yeah, I think this is the very upsetting interview. I think. Let me just. It's not going to play it on this camera, is it? Have a look. Have a look. Yeah, this is just. Yeah, no. So we've almost done nothing. We've only really done, from what I see, we've only done one interview with Joe, and that was when he did the Larry King interview, and I just sort of watch it with you guys, and then we critique it and review it. So no, we've done almost nothing with Joe. I thought we haven't done anything with him. Yeah, he did say, guys, there was a few things that were quite big news, that Jerry and Priscilla were definitely on and off seeing each other sometimes. And that the reason he could say that was because Joe, his father, told him. So we knew that, didn't we, guys? We knew that. He can't say it himself from his own mouth, but he said his father told him. His father told him. Yeah, Luan, it is good. It is good. Don't forget, at first he was wary of me. But once we got chatting, I will only expose the bad guys. I will only expose the bad guys. Yeah. This is why I like Billy. Because Billy's a good guy. Billy gets a bad deal. Yeah. I've been accused that the reason we have had our situation recently this week is because I support Billy. It actually has nothing to do with this. Me and Billy, I love reading Billy's book because he's written a beautiful book about Elvis, and Billy is a bloody good stepbrother and loved Elvis, and Elvis loved Billy. Billy is our number one defender of Elvis, 100%. Yeah. So to use Billy as the reason we've fallen out with these two channels is very unfair. It's very unfair. You know, and I'm not going to speak for the two brothers because I don't know nothing about them. I don't know nothing about the brothers. I'll speak for Billy. Billy's a great guy. I fully support Billy. So Elizabeth, yes, it was Elizabeth. It was hard to hear. I think the microphone we've got is a type of microphone that struggled with a phone. Yeah, Teresa, he said the true love of his life was Anne Margaret. Teresa, he said, you'll like that. He said the true love of his life was Anne Margaret. Kathy, Jerry was seeing Priscilla. I've always said it. We've done a few videos about it as well. I've always said Jerry and Priscilla are too close. I've always said it. So it was nice to see that confirmed. But, you know, obviously his father's passed. Billy's son is a good guy. Yeah. Yeah. But what I like to think is slowly people will start to understand that Team Elvis are good guys, that we care, that we are genuine defenders. You know, so people like Billy Smith, obviously Danny, Anthony Esposito, Billy Stanley. I like to think that bit by bit they start to realize we're the good guys. We're here to defend Elvis. The reason we have had a massive, yes, he did. He did answer it, E-girl. He said she was nice. He said she was nice. But this is my point. We are the real deal, guys. We are Elvis defenders. Team Elvis, we defend Elvis. We expose the wrongdoing. Now, we've had this fallout with these two channels. which I won't name. Yeah. But we've fallen out with them because they've posted a disgusting video about Elvis having sex with his mum. What is the wrong in that? What have we done wrong? What have we done wrong by demanding and insisting that it's disgusting that something like that is posted by an Elvis fan? Two Elvis fans have support the posting of that video and say that it's for educational purposes, and they say that it's for history purposes. It's just so wrong. It's just so wrong. When we know really it's for views, likes, subscribers, and money. Yeah. And then we are called bullies and haters. The abuse, I'm called a bully. I'm called a hater. But the abuse we have received at the hands of these people, especially their subscribers, is disgusting. The things that their subscribers are saying to me about me, even my family, are disgusting. These subscribers to these channels, not all of them, I want to be fair. Some of them subscribers, the minority of subscribers, I would say a small amount of the subscribers to these channels are very abusive. We're talking like 10 people. They may have thousands of subscribers, but the minority, around 10 of them, are throwing insults at me every day. Now, I stand up to them. Guys, I stand up to them. I say to them, I call them all names. Seriously, these nasty subscribers, trolls, yeah, I call them names all the time. I call them stupid. I say they're dumb. I laugh at them all the time because I have no time for them. We have had so much abuse from a small amount of the subscribers, not all of them, probably the general amount, probably the main amount of subscribers that are on these two channels are probably quite nice. But you get the 5 or 10 who worship the leader of the channel, the YouTube channel, and they are very rude, very insulting and disgusting, and they even support the posting of that video just to get at me. Really, they don't want that video posted, but they support the posting of the video to get at Louis, to get at Team Elvis. Louis has to be painted as some kind of devil, some kind of demon. I'm painted as an evil man. Bear in mind, I'm a dad. I got 5 kids here. I'm a married man. I'm a family man. But I'm painted like I'm this evil, nasty person just because I don't agree with their views. Just because I don't think it's right that a disgusting video is posted that says Elvis had sex with his mum. Right. Okay, Bobby. Okay, but so all right, I'll call you Bobby. Thank you. So I'm gonna have to go. But does anyone want to quickly say anything to Bobby before I shut down the chat? So thanks, guys. I am not the devil. I'm actually a nice person. I'm a Christian man, you know. I have a good heart, a kind heart. So these other channels that literally are attacking us every day, you're wrong. So do you want to quickly speak to Bobby Bobby Esposito before I go? Yeah, we thank Bobby Esposito. We thank him very much from the bottom of our heart. Please look at my post on your last live, Kathy. I definitely will. Well, I'll just give you guys a couple of minutes to chat between you. I'll quickly look at Kathy's post. God bless you, my friend. We massively appreciate it. We're so pleased and honored that you phoned us and joined us and trust us enough to speak to us. Okay, guys, I'm off to bed. Guys. So over 75 people watching. That ain't bad, is it, guys? God bless you all. Thanks, Tony. Thanks to all of you for joining. Team Elvis, you rock. Team Elvis, you rock. You rock. All the best, guys. See you later, alligator.